You know that feeling, right? You've just finished a huge project, you've handed it in, but there's this little voice in your head asking, okay, but what did I actually learn from that? Today, we're diving into a skill that turns that exact question into your biggest professional advantage. We're talking about turning past projects into future successes. Let's do this. So, let me introduce you to Jody. She's a level 4 market research apprentice, and she just wrapped up a major project for her company, Ibis Stores. The work is done, but she's got that classic feeling. Okay, great, but could it have been better? This, right here, is the starting block for some serious professional growth.
Now, luckily for Jody, her manager Rethel is on the ball. She doesn't just want the report to gather dust on a shelf. She gives Jody a new challenge. Go back, evaluate the entire project, and figure out how to make the next one even stronger. And that, my friends, is Skill S10 in a nutshell.
Okay, so here's our roadmap. We're gonna follow Jody's journey. We'll break down what S10 actually is, walk through a super practical improvement cycle, get into the nitty-gritty of creating your evidence for AP Team, and even prep for those tough endpoint assessment questions. Let's get right into it.
First things first, what exactly is this Skill S10 we keep talking about? It's so much more than just a quick look back. It's really about laying the groundwork for getting better every single time. Let's define it. So, the official definition talks about evaluating data to derive insights. But I want you to think of it like this. You're becoming a detective for your own projects. You're not just interested in the outcome, you're investigating the how and the why. You're looking for clues in the process that'll help you crack the case even better next time. And listen, this isn't just about ticking a box for your apprenticeship. This is a game changer for your career. When you get good at this, you stop making the same old mistakes. The quality of your work skyrockets. You become more efficient, more reliable, and honestly, you become the person everyone wants on their team because you're always leveling up. Okay, so Jody's feeling a little overwhelmed. Where does she even start? She wisely reaches out to her mentor, Adam. And Adam gives her a fantastic, structured way to tackle this whole evaluation thing. Let's see what he shared. Adam lays out this simple, brilliant 6-step cycle. See how logical it is? You start by looking at your original goals. Then you check your data, your methods. You figure out what went well and what didn't. And this is the key. You turn those lessons into actual action steps for the future. It's a loop, a cycle of constant improvement. All right, now for the part every apprentice is thinking about. How on earth do you prove you've done this for your APTEM portfolio? Because you know the rule, if you can't evidence it, it basically didn't happen in the assessor's eyes. The trick is to make your thinking visible. You need to create some kind of tangible proof. It could be a formal document, sure, or even just detailed notes from a review meeting. But one of the absolute best ways to do this is with something called a lessons learned log. And here we go. Jody puts this into practice. Check out this example from her log. Look at that timeline row. She doesn't just write something vague like, analysis was slow. No way. She's specific. Took 3 days longer than planned. And the recommendation isn't work faster. It's a concrete, actionable solution. Allocate an extra 50% buffer time. That is what assessors absolutely love to see. So, Jody's got her evidence ready, but doing the work is only half the battle. Now she has to be able to talk about it confidently. So she sits down with her coach, Olivia, for a mock endpoint assessment. Time for a little pressure test. Olivia gets straight to the point. She's not asking if Jody did an evaluation. She's asking how that evaluation led to a real practical change. She wants to see that connection between the thinking and the doing. And bam, Jody nails it. Her answer is perfect. Notice how she references her log directly. She clearly links the problem, that optimistic timeline, to a very specific measurable solution, that 50% buffer. That's a powerful, evidence-based answer. Next up, Olivia throws her a curveball. It's easy to focus on what went wrong, but what about what went right? She asked Jody to justify why a strength should be repeated. This shows a balanced, well-rounded evaluation. And again, a fantastic answer. See what she did there? She explained her process. She didn't just have a gut feeling. She literally compared the data against the original objectives. That shows a systematic, thoughtful approach, not just guesswork. Okay, this brings us to what might be the most crucial point of all. Mastering Skill 10 isn't just about learning a 6-step process. It's about a fundamental shift in how you approach your work, your whole mindset. Just look at the difference here. On one side, you have fault finding. That's the blame game. It's all about looking backward and criticizing people, which just creates fear. But on the other side, you have continuous improvement.
That's about learning, looking forward, and evaluating the process, not the person. That's what builds confidence and leads to real, lasting progress.
So there you have it. We followed Jody from her initial uncertainty all the way to her confident, evidence-based answers. You now have the framework, the tools, and the mindset to master Skill S10. So we're going to leave you with a challenge. Think about your last project, right now. What is the one lesson you learned that will make your next one even better? The second you can answer that, you're already on your way.